What's up YouTube, it's Ariel Osorio Fitness here, and today I'm going to be making a Q&A video for you guys. I just looked up some questions on Google to see some of the questions that would be good. That way you guys can get to know me a little bit better, and if you have any other questions that you might want to know about me, ask them down in the comment section down below. Let's get started. Question number 1. Have you ever met someone famous? I personally have not met anyone famous. It's always been a childhood dream of mine to meet somebody famous. The closest that I can think of to ever being in that type of situation is when I was younger, my uncle would take me to WWE events, and I would see the WWE superstars from a distance, but I was never able to meet them or greet them or anything like that. So no, to answer that question, I have not met anybody famous. Question number 2. Would you like to be famous? So I've always thought that I would like to be famous. It's more so now a yes and no answer, because yes, I would like to be famous in an aspect that way I can motivate and inspire other people, but at the same time it's a no, because I simply would not want to be too much in the spotlight, because I do like doing everyday things like being able to go to a simple movie theater or anything like that. So to answer that question, yes. Question number 3. If you could change one thing that happened, what would it be? So for me, if I could change one thing that has already happened, it would definitely be my mindset from years ago, before I started working out. Because during that time, I didn't really have too much confidence in myself. I was shy and everything like that to talk to new people. I just stayed inside my little circle, if that makes sense. So if I could definitely change one thing about that, it would definitely be that aspect of me, because I feel like I could have networked a lot more if I would have been able to been more outgoing, been more talkative and everything of that sort, meet new people. I definitely would have been in a better position today. So to answer that question, yes, that is exactly what I would change. You could live anywhere, where would that be? If I could live anywhere, it would definitely be somewhere be tranquil, nice and warm. I'm thinking maybe either somewhere like Hawaii, somewhere like Greece, somewhere where I could just be in and out, not have to be stuck indoors too much, but at the same time have the capability to be outdoors during nice weather, being able to walk my dog. And you haven't met my dog, so let me show you guys. Her name is Chloe. This is Chloe. She is a Chihuahua. If anyone can comment how old you think she is, I'll give you a shout out in my next video. She's not too fond of new people, so usually when I'm taking her out on walks in a park or something, she usually tends to bark, because she is very overprotective of me personally, as you can see. She's just licking me a little, giving me a couple kisses. And that's usually how she is. She's very protective of me. Moving on to the next question. Have you ever been in the snow? I have been in the snow. I personally live in Virginia, so usually during the winter time it does tend to get cold and snow here and there. And usually in the summertime it usually tends to be warm, so I get all 4 seasons. And if any of you guys are from the DMV, you sometimes know that the DMV weather gives you all 4 seasons in a day. You know that. Moving on to the next question. Who would be your ideal partner? So to answer that is not necessarily a who, but more so what I look for in my partner. And that, if I'm being 100% honest, would be my girlfriend. When I first started dating her, I didn't expect to fall in love so quickly, so passionately, because she's honestly like my first true love. Where we are now in our relationship is very advanced. I love where we are at the current moment, and I personally see our relationship lasting quite possibly a whole lifetime. Definitely having kids and all that aspect. So yeah, I already have one kid right here. This is how she likes to be. Alright, let's go on to the next question. How many pairs of shoes do you have? So, I like to call myself, and Chloe's right back here. So I personally like to call myself a low-key hypebeast because I don't always go for the most hypey shoes. Like, as of recently, if any of you hypebeasts are watching this video, the Nike Dunks or any of that, I usually tend to go for shoes that I do like, or if I see that I might be able to get a pair of shoes that I don't necessarily like, but that I might be able to resell, then I'll usually tend to go for it, such as in the sneakers app. But lately I've just been taking L's in that app. It tends to happen. But since that question did arise, how many pairs of shoes do I have currently in my rotation? I would say I have about around 10 to 15 pairs of shoes in my rotation. Let me show you guys my favorite pairs of shoes currently right now. So if I had to show you guys, I guess, my current favorite pairs of shoes, it would definitely be these two right here. The first one being the Yeezy 700 V3. My favorite color is blue. Favorite color combination is blue and gold, but the first time that I saw these, as you can see here, yellowish tint with the blue, representing us. The first time that I saw these online, I was like, no matter what happens, I need to get these shoes. And I unfortunately tried to get them on Yeezy Supply, the Yeezy app, and it just didn't happen. So I had to go on Stadium Goods, shout out Stadium Goods, and I had to pay resale. But in my opinion, it was worth it because these are just way too nice. These look good no matter the season, and this with UV light, it glows like a shade of green, and it's just a really futuristic looking sneaker, and I just simply love it in my rotation. My other one is a little older. It's this one. I try to maintain it as clean as possible. These are the Nike 270 React, but this is just the first time that I saw these, it just reminded me of Google because of the colorway. So the blue, the yellow, the red, and it's just a perfect summertime shoe because of the vibrant colors. And in my opinion, you can't go wrong with these. Both of these sneakers are extremely comfortable, and I highly recommend them. They just go for your personal style and comfort. That's usually what I go for when it comes to sneakers. Next question. Favorite holiday, beach, mountain, or city? So I'm usually a fan of living in the city because I like going shopping, I like being well connected and everything of that sort. But if I was to go on holiday, on vacation, it would definitely be in a tropical, laid back area, and definitely not in the city like New York or anything like that. It would definitely be, like I mentioned earlier, Hawaii, more in a beach setting. So definitely in that aspect is 100% where I would be at during a vacation. One place that I really do want to visit is the Bahamas. I've never been there, but it's in my sights. Next question. Do you like scary movies? So my girlfriend loves scary movies. Me personally, I personally hate the fact that scary movies tend to scare you out of nowhere. I hate that feeling. And me personally, call it which one, I hate scary movies. The last scary movie that I can think of me seeing, I think the last scary movie that I saw was It. the first one and the second one. That one I didn't really mind because there wasn't too many jump scares. But give me any other movie that has a lot of jump scares and I'm out of there. Next question. Okay, still on the topic of movies. The last film that I watched. So the last film that I watched was a couple days ago. It was Without Remorse. It's a movie starring Michael B. Jordan on Amazon Prime Video. And I saw it with my girlfriend a couple days ago. We just had a movie night, and I honestly didn't expect to have Michael Jordan do so well in that type of role, because I imagine when I think of Michael B. Jordan, I think of Black Panther and also the Creed movies of him playing Adonis Creed. So that's usually what I think of when I think of Michael B. Jordan. So seeing that really surprised me. He's really grown as an actor from his starting roles up until now. Next question. Which sport do you like? So I grew up watching soccer. If you ask me today what my favorite sport is, it would definitely 100% be boxing. I absolutely love combat sports. I'm always well aware of all the combat sports in terms of boxing, UFC. I still keep in track of soccer, but just more laid back. Just a couple days ago, I saw the Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders boxing match for the belts, and that was unbelievable. The stoppage. I had a good feeling that Canelo was gonna win that fight, but as you can see from my facial reaction, I'm still in shock from the way that it had to be stopped, because when I first saw why it was getting stopped, I was a little disappointed because I wanted to see what the next round would be like. But after I heard from the doctors what it really was, from the orbital loads being broken from the uppercut that Canelo landed, it was for the better that the fight had been stopped for Billy Joe Saunders and his health. So, to answer that question, yes, boxing is definitely my favorite sport. Last question. Okay, what's your birthday? My birthday is June 12th. So there you guys have it. It's a little bit of a Q&A here in this video. Thank you guys for watching. Ariel Osorio Fitness here, signing out. Don't forget to like this video, comment what you want to see in future videos, comment other questions that you might want to know about me. I'll answer them all in the comments. I'm always looking at the comments, looking at my videos to see if anyone has interacted with them. So please guys, give me a thumbs up. It helps the channel's algorithm. And thank you guys for watching. Ariel Osorio Fitness here, signing out. Peace.